Yo, it's Team Dad Gaming, and we are back with another Chicago White Sox franchise episode. Right now, we have our off season. We are coming off a bit of a rough year, but I think we had a lot of good spots, and I think it's time that we're not necessarily gonna go all in, but I think it's time we really start pushing toward going 500. Going 500, making noise. I think our rotation I think our bullpen was great last year. I think her rotation and certain parts of our lineups have a lot to do with that. So, however, our rotation and um, our rotation to certain people and not to others. Early Jake Warford, and I want to start by making trades. Okay, I already know who I want. I want Hudson Kierstead. He's 27 years old. Only 36 games in the majors total. They haven't really used him. They need infield help. We have an infielder that could help. Andrew Vaughn, who can also play the outfield. And if we as well look at their pitching, they could definitely use another starter or so. So that's where we're going to offer them Zach Littell. Under contract next year. Pretty much anything else will get this going. But we will go ahead and make it something to probably like. We'll give them Corey Lee. Who's the backup catcher? Needs something, and I just think his time with the White Sox is up. So I think that's the first trade we're going to make. Our next trade. Harry Ford. Player we talked about possibly trading for at the trade deadline. 41 games. Was okay. They need some help in the infield. We dealt for Michael Bush in the 2024 deadline. Didn't really work out. I think we just call it and they can have Michael Bush. And pitchers I'm okay with getting rid of. Hoffman being one. And Jarrett being another. That's going to get us Harrison Ford, which we need to make sure that we offer arbitration or contracts to. Whichever one it is. But I do want to move Harrison Kierstead from left field. I want to move him to his original position, and that's right field. So we're going to move him back to right field, and that will make his overall go up just a little bit. But he is going to take right field for us. We're going to kind of have him back, kind of like in the middle. Actually, might have something like that. He still has a lot of team control, so I think this is a great move. I really do. Now the only position we have left is shortstop. Two open. I'm thinking maybe we do something like this. Wait. Yeah, maybe something like this. We can always change it in the future, but at least versus righties. And this will probably be the bench as well next season. It's not guaranteed. This will probably be the bench next season. But Connor Joe, Helston Kierstead in the 2 spot. Luis Robert, Gavin Sheets at the DH. Roger, we're going to keep at third base. For kind of, that middle. I think he's a
really good middle bat. And if not, we can always move him up in the lineup. Then we got Colson Montgomery, who for a little while was doing really good in the majors. Then we moved up to the leadoff spot, kind of fell apart, couldn't really get back together. So we're hoping next year again. And then Benintendi left. And then our new catcher, Harrison Ford. I think that is the lineup fixed. I think that those are great trades. I think that gives us a great catcher for the future, a great outfielder slash DH. I mean, you could really put Kierstad at either or, considering he is a little bit on the slower side, you know. But like I said earlier, that can really go either way. And then I think our pitching, we're gonna take care of via free agency. And the way we're gonna do that, I explored the idea of making Kopech our closer. I thought maybe doing that. Then I thought who would be our long reliever? Maybe Zach Littell. Then I figured I wanted to trade Zach Littell. So I think signing Jordan Romano, coming off two really, really good years as a closer, and just had a really good career in general. I think taking him would be a great pickup for us. So we went ahead and offered him a 2-year, $12 million contract. But that's not the only contract we've offered. I think it's time to make a big splash. And I considered Zach Gallen. I considered bringing back Dylan Cease. They want a lot of money. 28, 23. And I think Dustin May is a really good pick. 28 years old, still really young. Still really young. A little injured in 24, had a great year last year, solid year. Still has a potential. So we offered him a 4-year contract. I believe we put a team option on the 4th year for 64 million. That comes out to about 16 million a year. And the last person we offered a contract to was Griffin Cannon, kind of as our 5th starter. He's coming off 2 solid, not great, not terrible years. So I think we have the budget to spend money. Don't really have any big contract other than Benintendi, and I don't know if you could really consider it big. Reminds me, the Pirates made it to the World Series. Like, holy crap. And that just proves they didn't need, player we got from them. But I want to see how Ealer finished. He didn't finish too hot. Wait, it said they called up tomorrow. 70 games, not too bad. I bet he's gonna blow up next season though. Then we need to go over to the Phillies, who we traded Santander to. He had a great season. I mean, one of his best. Average on base and slugging percent wise, one of his best, if not best, career years. They got him next year too, so I think they really like that trade. After making those trades with uh, Baltimore and Seattle, I think it's time we do a little simming in free agency to see if we get these free agents. A few days in, Griffin Canning accepted. That gives us a 4th. 29 years old, still very young. Brian Helsley, 6-year contract, so that's until he's 37. So the Royals. I'm a little surprised they signed him. That's because I take it they're not going to use him as a closer because they had the reliever of the year. And Dustin May signs with the White Sox. That is a huge signing. And to think he's only making $16 million a year, kind of insane. Yeah, he does have a player option on the 4th year. So I think that adds a lot to this rotation, I really do. You know, still some young players trying to figure it out. But I love that addition. I think it makes sense. I think it was great. I already went through the 40 man to make sure that we got everyone we need on there. And we do. Will Smith to the Royals. Whoa. That's a little 4-year contract. Okay. I mean, that coming off a year, I think that addition, I guess, makes sense. Actually, no, it really doesn't. It actually doesn't make sense for the Royals at all, considering they have Freddie. So I don't really get that signing. But, she's through, I guess. But now some players have been released, so let's see if there's any players that were not offered arbitration that we might be interested in. Right now, not seeing anything. We can always sign some players for depth as well. Nothing too interesting. One player I did see that I'm like, I kind of want to sign him for some depth is Chris Stratton. I think just having him a little bit of depth, offer him a 1 year, $1 million. I also thought about going for Devin Williams, but I saw that he's only have beat potential at 85 overall. Doesn't look like he made much progress. I don't think he's gonna get much better. They released Matt Foster. That's crazy. I also thought about trying to sign this guy. He'd give us like one solid year and then would completely digress. Only see potential. So whoever takes him, they're gonna have a great one season with him. You know, there was also players like Josh Naylor that we had to consider. Down to D potential. That's tough, man. Such a good player. At the moment, not really seeing anyone that I want to sign, at least for some depth. Nicky Lopez. 14 games for the Phillies. He was good. How much do you want for a year? I don't need you as depth. Your mom? We could sign him. Not too good. How much does he want for a year? We'll offer you a minor league contract. It's like 900K. Part of me wanted to go for Boba Fett, but I just feel like with Costa and Montgomery, that doesn't make sense. We did decline the team option for Garrett Hampson. Just want to save a little bit of money. You know, and I felt like we had other players. De La Cruz. This was someone I actually considered making a trade for. He's someone I thought about trading for him. You know, he's coming off 2 rough years, but he is someone I considered trading for. So maybe we sign him. I don't know. We'll look around, see if it kind of makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, we're not going to force it. We don't want to be blocking anyone or anything like that. yeah, I think really only player that I really liked that I would actually consider in the lineup was De La Cruz. I mean, we could put him in left at least to start the year. Let Benintendi come off the bench, and we could sit Dominic or MJ down to develop some more. Probably would end up sending Fletcher down to develop more. I think I want him more. So yeah, I can see why that would make sense. So yeah, let's sign De La Cruz. Maybe he'll end up good, maybe he won't. We'll offer him a 2-year contract. You're gonna be the everyday player. Dang. That's that's frustrating. I hate not getting the players I want to sign for. He went to the Nationals. Okay. He went to the Nationals on a 1-year 1.5. We offered him a 2-year 3 mil. I feel like that was more than fair. They signed Shane Bieber. Oh crap. I feel like that was more than fair. Um, that kind of sucks. That really sucks. Actually, I really wanted him. You know, I previously had thought about the ideal of Benintendi coming off of the bench, but I guess it really didn't make sense until now, and I don't really want any of these players. Not to start, at least. Yeah, not really seeing anyone. Into the outfield. All he's in is whites. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's really anyone else I want to go for. No. So we've had some things go our way this offseason. We've had some things not go our way. That's frustrating. We offered him a 212 and he took him 1.1 for 6.8. I thought about maybe calling up Garcia. He had a solid year, but I don't think he's going to be consistent. Let's look in free agency. I don't want to sign Davy Garcia. Just don't. There's no one here that looks like someone I want. We'll look at trade options. Felix Batista, Ryan Helsley, and that's disgusting. That's unfair. That's unfair. Yeah, we'll look at some trade options, but I'm not gonna force it because I do have an ideal. I would be okay with Davy Garcia coming up. I'm not seeing anyone at the moment that's really sticking out to me. That's so frustrating, man. Back-to-back players we really wanted, they go elsewhere. That's so frustrating. You know, but what are you gonna do, right? Or Lopez? Maybe? Oh, they got a good... They're set up for a few years. so frustrating, man. Really depressing. I'm Rathers. Edwin's potential went down. Wow. Who are you? I don't want you as a closer, but I think I'd take you as some depth. Yeah. Little minor league trade. Wish you did this good for us. Was he good? 25 innings it was. What is it? They re-signed Emmy? I forgot we traded him there as well. He was pretty solid. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that I like the look of. He looks good, but his clutch is horrendous. He's a lefty. I don't. He looks good, but I don't. We don't need a lefty. Is there? Can't even see if we can trade for him. Yeah, maybe we'll see if we can trade for him eventually. But right now, I think just David Garcia in the majors. Oh yeah, he's gonna be sent down. Maybe something. Something like that, maybe. He gets sent down. Be some depth. I'll let him develop more. But yeah, maybe like that. That's really frustrating that we didn't get the one bullpen piece we wanted. You know, our bullpen was really solid last year, and we really wanted to just add that one piece that would really skyrocket it, and that's a bit frustrating. Zach Gallen to the Rangers. Okay. Wow, they got him for really cheap, 25 mil a year. I mean, 25 mil for the rest, for 5 years. Justin Naylor, 5 years, 50 mil. Go to draft lottery. Right now we have the 6th pick. Let's see if we move up, down, or stay. Hopefully we move up. Move up to 5th. Okay. I hate that the Blue Jays got the first overall pick. They went up 11 spots. That's kind of annoying. So, hey, at least 3 years in a row we've had a top 5 draft pick. We could definitely get a bullpen arm from here. If we find one that we like the look of, and we don't. Dang, that's rough. Let's go ahead and get him off the 40 man. Yeah, I don't typically see people on the Rule 5 draft that I want. It doesn't happen very often. 3 years, 15 mil. Had him cheap. Boba Shet, 83 for 5. Okay. Whoa. Wait a minute. What did that just say? William Contreras to the Astros for Jose Abreu and Jake Myers. Why would the Brewers do that? That makes absolutely no sense. Yes, he's great, but he's 35, regressing, falling apart, and you just gave the Houston Astros one of the best, if not the best catcher in the league currently. And it's not even like they need him. They don't need the guy at second. They can put anyone at second. And they have a great, not a great catcher, but a good catcher already. That's that trade doesn't make sense. You know, it just doesn't. We got Chris Stratton, cool. I want to go to the Giants and see if there's any way we can get Camelo Duvall. Don't want to give up Taylor Steffen. I'm okay with getting. We have so many good pieces that I think I'm okay with giving up one or two of them. Most likely one. He looks a lot easier to trade for than I expected. They need middle relief. I want it to feel realistic. I'd want a good return if I was selling Camilo Duvall. That is for sure. I would want a good return. I think that's fair. Camilo Duvall. We need to sign some center fielders. A lot of big moves. Triple A, Triple A, Triple A. It's 3, 5, 6. Double A. 6. We still got all these players down here in single A. Let's try in Triple A, Triple A, Triple A. Can't believe we got Camelo Duvall. That's our closer. And he's coming off with a little bit of a rough year, but we have faith. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you from the 40-man. Double A. Down to triple. Depth. Oh yeah. Now we don't need him up. Down to triple A. I think that's the one thing we were lacking is a quality closer. So we got a quality closer in the offseason. Quality starting pitcher. And we made some trades for offense. Outfield, outfield, infield, infield. Yeah, unfortunately, since we didn't get De La Cruz, he's gonna stay, but that's okay. Yeah, we gotta do a lefty lineup. Shit. Nick Senzel plays shortstop. Who DHs versus? Oh wait, he takes catcher. Okay, MJDH. Okay, so how do we want to do this lineup? Clutch is okay. We'll throw him in the 4 spot. Maybe him leading off. No, Kanjo leading off, obviously. And then right there, like that. Maybe like that. Yeah. I think that's a respectable lineup. Look at extensions. We could extend him. I think it really just depends on whether he has a good year. If he has a good year, we might extend him. If not, we won't. But just go ahead and extend them. I feel like we don't got to worry about it next year. Part of me wants to go ahead and extend Kamala Duvall because I know he's only going to get more expensive. This could be our closer for the whole series right here. Okay. Okay, so he's not even looking for that much. Maybe like a 5. I feel like 8 mil is more fair. So he's gonna say a White Sox. 5 years, 40 mil. Let's see. Got any free agents worth signing? Dick Woodford stays a free agent. Maya Jones, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I think we're good. Just trying to shortstop and first baseman. I like to have at least 6. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's an OCD thing. We'll sign him for some depth. Only 3 mil. Swear to God, he was not there last time. Was I just looking at? What was I looking at? Because I swear to God, he was not there. We're gonna move him to AAA. Into the regular season, and we're ranked 16th. Okay, we've moved up. Our pitching's better. We're a top 10 defensive team, and we have great speed. The only problem with the speed is it's all in the infield and not the outfield. So yeah, but if we look at yeah, I mean, it looks like the team to beat is the Twins. Let's look and see what the Twins have. We got Tristan Casas. And Garrett Hampson, of course he did. I think in their spots that they look good, and the spots that they look bad, they look real bad. Pitching, Chris Paddock, signed him to an extension, okay. Obviously they have Pablo, Joe Ryan, Bailey Oberg. That's the piece that's gonna kill him. Bullpen looks okay. I think that's the team we can beat. 15th, 12th contact, 12th pitching. Yeah, I think we have a respectable pitching team. You know, our 1-2, if it's on, it's on. But if it's off, it's off. I think Casey Mize is gonna have a breakout year. I'm hoping Painter has one. I think that's what you call a good, productive off season. Not too many changes where we flip the whole team, but enough. I brought in two new starting pitchers, new bullpen arm, and two new players in the main starting lineup. Two new players in general in the lineup. So that's really, we only changed like 4 or 5 things. You know? Just out of curiosity. They got him on the bench. Where is he? No way they have. Where is he? They have Von Diation. Okay. I mean, I guess. Some of this I don't understand. Corley is the backup catcher. That's what I expected. I don't know. I think their team is looking a little weak. Personally, I do. I do think it's looking a little weak. What was the other team we made a trade with? The Phillies. Look like we've been dealing with the Phillies a lot. And the Pirates. Seattle. Who did we trade him to Seattle for again? Jared, that's right. There's more than just that. Michael Bush. That's right. Watch him pop off. Have like a 780 OPS. You know, 350 on base. Slugging 400. Hits 20 home runs. Now that he's not on our team. It'll happen. Just wait. Overall, let's go around the leagues. Kind of see just who the go-to team is. Wow. The Rangers are good. They're just slow. Braves are second. Phillies. Cubs. Pirates, you know, we're just in the World Series. They're third. I want to see the pitch. Pirates. Eloy DHing and then playing left field. I'm telling you, Tamar's gotta pop off. There's no way with those stats that he doesn't pop off. You know. They look really good. Look super good. They got a scary team coming together. Henry Davis was someone I thought about going after, but I was just like, we've already done enough business with the Pirates. This isn't a Pirates rebuild. Mitch Keller. Paul's got called up. He hasn't yet put it together, but he's getting there. Okay. Man, make him a starter. And Priester, not the best. They got Chapman again. Yimi Garcia. Okay. David Bednar. Yeah, I mean, they have a solid team. They have a really solid team, that's for sure. That is going to end this offseason, though. Please let me know what you guys thought of my moves. Tell me if you think any of them kind of felt unrealistic, if some of them felt realistic. I think we're doing a good mix of, bringing in new players and kind of building around what the White Sox do have in real life. We still have Luis Robert, Gavin Sheets, Colson Montgomery, Andrew Benintendi, Dominic Fletcher. We're kind of keeping those the big parts of their team, as well as Garrett Crochet, Michael Kopech, John Barlow. We're building, That is for sure. And I think this is a team that I think I'm more worried about the lineup than the starting rotation. But I think if we put it together, we will be a great team. I think the ratings aren't doing us justice. I really don't. And I think this is going to be a great team. And I guess we'll see over time, won't we? Well, remember, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you think any of my moves were unrealistic. I think they were all really realistic. Not really, really realistic, but I think they were all realistic. The White Sox like to spend money. Why not go after a big name, big pitcher? You know, why not go after a closer? You need one. You know, I think it was a good move. So, if you guys agree, let me know. If you don't, let me know and tell me why. But I hope you guys have a good day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see y'all in the next one.